So we have discussed this sets and all. And the next option, hide. Hide, you can, after selecting an item, if you want to hide something, you can use the hide. The code will be Ctrl+H. You can select an item by clicking and holding the Control key, H button. It will hide. Again, Ctrl+H, it will unhide. Otherwise, you can select an item, right click this one. Okay. Here we can see the hide option. If we want to unhide that, here we are having unhide option. If you want to unhide what all elements that you have hidden, you can click here now, so that you can unhide. But this levels everything before it was hidden only. Again, if you want to hide it, no problem. You can select the levels. After selecting the levels, you can come here now from the selection set architecture. Okay, this levels you can right click like this. Also, you can hide it. Okay, and we can select the levels again. Okay, if you want to hide that, 1 second, let me select it. And yeah, this one levels, you can hide it. Okay, so either you can select the item, okay, right click this one. Here we are having hide option. Okay, if you want to unhide it, here you can see unhide it. But again, otherwise you can come to here. Selectively, if you want to hide something, for example, all the windows in the ground floor, if you want to hide, you can come to the architecture. Okay, ground floor windows, you can select right click, you can hide it. If you want to unhide that, you can come here, right click this one, this hide you can uncheck, like that you can and all the levels, if you want to hide like that also, you can do that. Okay, so I told after selecting the levels, okay, all the levels you can select, you can right click hide this one, and these levels also I need to hide. It was slightly difficult to select. Okay, select it, right click, hide it. If you want to unhide, you can right click and you can unhide this one. This hide you can uncheck. Okay, and so there is hide and unhide. Multiple item, if you want to select, means you can click this one, and you can, if you want to select the entire architecture layout to be hidden, like you can select the architecture layout, right click and you can hide this one. Okay, it's very useful, right? If you want to unhide, right click this one, you can uncheck this. By clicking and holding the shift key, multiple item, if you want to select this one. Okay, by clicking and holding not the shift key, control key, select this one, select this one. This 3 item if you want to hide. Okay, now you can right click this one and you can hide it. Okay, very easy command. Require, normally we will be using for huge project. For example, if you're having a very huge project, okay, when we are zooming something, no, some item to adjust the graphics performance, no, some item might be hiding in between. For example, if you're having 1000 number of window, and when you are zooming this one, very large high-rise buildings and all, not for small building, when we are zooming something, no, some item might be hidden automatically. No, the software will get adjusted that one. But that has to be prevented. Even if for bigger project, a few items has to be highlighted always. It should not hide when we are zooming in. Then you can use this require option. For example, you can select this window, okay, and all the windows together you can select. Okay, you can go to select the same option, select the same name. So all the windows will get selected, and after that you can select require. Okay, when you are requiring the color within the selection, this will get changed, and after that now we are zooming this one. What will happen? No, these items will be shown always on your drawing. So this will be always useful when we are working on the huge project, because for huge project, when we are zooming something, due to the size of that project, to get the better graphic performance, so some item might get hidden. But when we are zooming, sometimes it may automatically come, but always, whether you are zooming in or zooming out, always few items you have to highlight in your drawing. Then you can click require. If you don't want, you can uncheck this one. But anyhow, that is for small project, it is not that much useful. Hide and unhide will be fine. Okay, so that is the use of hide, require, hide unselected. Select this one. Okay, rest, these are only item I have selected. All the other items, if you want to unselect, if you want to hide, you can select this one. That is called hide unselected. If you don't want, you can click that once again. Okay. And if you want to check the property of a particular item, for example, you can select this one, go to the property, you can find the property. Okay. Now that you can see the hidden and required option, you can select this one, right click, I'm selecting require, or you can click here. Now the require option is no only. Once you have selected require, you can see that is changing. And same way, if you are hiding this one, now you can see the option is hidden. If you are unhiding this one, selectively you can do that. Right click this one, hide, right click this one, require. Now it is. Not only that, what all element details, if it is having that also you can find from here. Okay, with respect to the element, what all details we are having while we are uploading from the Revit, that element details, everything you can find from the property. Okay, this will be useful when we are finding the clash detection and all, or in Dynamo as well. In the upcoming classes, I will explain. Okay, this is a property of this item. Fine. Now, this clash detection, timelining, quantification, animation, in the upcoming sessions, we can discuss that one, and we can move to the next one, viewpoint. For example, before going to the viewpoint, let me explain the navigation tool as well. I'm going to the home tab. See navigation. For example, how to use the interface or how to change the interface. For example, if you want to zoom in or zoom out, you can use the mouse middle button, same like any software. Mouse middle wheel, when you are clicking, it will be zooming in, zooming out. When you are rotating the mouse middle wheel. When you are clicking and holding the mouse middle button, that is panning only. Clicking and hold your mouse middle button, you can pan this one. And by clicking and holding the mouse middle button and shift key, orbit tool will activate. There is a tool called orbit. For example, with respect to a pivot point, I am selecting this tree as a pivot point. After that, by clicking and holding the shift key, and I'm clicking and holding my mouse middle button, that is my pivot point. With respect to that pivot, I can rotate this project. Like that, any object after selecting, for example, if this you need to become the pivot point, I'm selecting the cooling tower, clicking and holding the shift button, and after that clicking and hold your like mouse middle wheel button, select it. Now with respect to that pivot point, you can rotate it. Okay, those options are available here as well. Correct, you can find from here as well. This is your pan tool, zoom tool. For example, zoom in, zoom window means like you can make a zoom window by dragging, it will create. And same like zoom option means you can click zoom, click, select it, like that you can zoom this one. And we are having like zoom selected option means you have to select an item, means like select this one. This will be having same option of escape button. Okay, select this one. And after that you can click zoom selected, that item will get zoomed. Okay, zoom all means all the item will get zoomed. Zoom option will be there, same like other softwares only. You can see the pivot tool. Normally, by after clicking any item, you can click and hold the shift button and the mouse middle wheel button. Accordingly, you can rotate it. But you can select this orbit tool, and after that, you can click any item based on that you can rotate. Okay, fine. Means select an item, select this item, and after that, click the orbit tool. Now, with respect to that pivot point, you can rotate. Now I need this cooling tower. Okay, so like click this one, select option, select this one, and click the orbit tool. Now after that, click, you don't want to click anything, shift key, nothing. You can simply click the mouse left button, and after that you can activate the pivot. Instead of 2 keys, we can use only 1 key. Okay. And here you can see there is another option in the navigation. Correct, you can see that one. Like look around option. Means look around means you can check it. Correct, like this. You can view that. After panning it, if you want to look around, like you can rotate it. Okay, that's our look around option. And walk option, that is very useful. Okay, and let me select zoom on. Walk option means when you are walking, I need to walk in, so I'm just going to inside the building by walking. So walking, once the walk key option this gets activated, click and hold your mouse left button. And after that, slightly move your mouse, you will walk forward. Okay. And if you are moving your mouse too fast, the speed will increase. And if you want to walk backward, click and hold, and slightly you can walk backward. Okay. And if you want to move your mouse or the screen interface up, down, left, right, click and hold your mouse middle button when the walk key has activated. So slowly your building will be moving down or up, left, right. Okay. And if you want to rotate, the same by clicking and holding the shift button, then you can activate this one. Based on that, you can rotate. Anyhow, I'm just going to downwards. I'm walking inside. Okay. I'm just moving and I'm walking. Initially, you may feel slight difficult, okay, but no problem. I'm walking inside. Through this door, I'm entering inside. Okay. See, here we are having an option called gravity and collision. What is collision? Now the collision has unchecked. So I can easily go inside. The collision tool has unchecked. I can easily go inside. Correct. So that if you want to go outside, or you can go inside this room like this. Correct. And but as I told, we are having an option called collision. Collision means you will not be able to go inside. Means if there is any building object, the software will prevent it to go inside. Correct. So I'm just activating the collision option. Gravity means the software will make you walk through the floor on level. Gravity has to be always checked when you are climbing the stairs and all. I will show that. But I'm activating the collision and I'm trying to go inside. By walking, I'm trying to go inside. So when I am trying to entering, it is preventing now because the collision has activated. So collision, when you are unchecking, no problem, you can go inside. Okay. And if you want to climb your stairs, climbing stair is possible. For example, let me go to the back. Okay. And see, I am hiding this one because I am having a stair there. Hide. Okay. Here I am having a stair. Okay, what I'm doing means realism. I'm activating the third person. Okay. So this is just for witness purpose. And after that, the collision, the walk I am activating, and collision I'm not checking because I need to go inside. And after that, I'm walking. And I'm walking inside. Make sure the gravity has slightly selected, but gravity when I'm selecting. After entering into the building, I need to activate the gravity. Because I'm planning to climb the stairs. Okay. Now I have inside the building. Now activate gravity and collision. Now collision was activated. Okay. Now I'm inside the building. Activated gravity. So when you are selecting the gravity, automatically the collision will get activated. And so slightly I'm moving down. Moving this way. But move inside. Move this way. Because I need to get that stair. It has located in a very complicated space. And activate gravity. Oh, this is slightly, no, since it is getting red color. Okay, now it is fine. Okay, now I reached near. Now we can try to walk through the stairs. See, it is climbing the stair, and you can slightly rotate your mouse. Accordingly, we can switch, then we can reach to the next floor. Correct. Since the collision has activated, through the table, chair and all, it will not walk. So that's why I'm walking through this way. Okay, in between the chair, I need to walk. Because if the table is there now, the collision gravity has to be, there is a use of collision and gravity. And I'll be rotating through this side. And there we are having another stair. Okay, through that stair again we can go upside. The way we can climb the stair. Okay. Fine, that's use of walk tool. But when we are walking through the stairs and all, the collision and gravity has to be selected after entering into the building. Okay, third person, if you don't want, you can uncheck the third person view. And I am coming outside the building. So this one I am checking and zoom all option. Okay. Let me go through the walk option. Then zoom all. Okay. So this is a use of navigation, and see, changing unit is also possible in Navisworks. Okay, you can go to the options, no, from the home. Then you can go to the options, no, from here. Sorry, options. Within the options, within the general options, and sorry, interface display unit. Here you can see within the interface display unit, we can change it, the unit. Okay, not only here, when we are doing that task also, you can do that. Okay, from here you can change it options, or you can change from here as well. Select it. Okay, navigation bar options. From the options you can change it. General, within the general, there you can see interface display unit. From there, linear is in meter only. So the linear unit, if you want to change into, instead of meter, kilometers, millimeter, any unit you can select. Angular distance in degree, if you want to change that. Decimal places is 3 after the point. If you want to change, you can use. Or default items, if you want to select, you can select it. So changing unit is also, up to a certain extent, it is possible in Revit, Navisworks. Okay, so now we can go to the viewpoint. See, each and every views. For example, at present I am in this view only. Okay, if you want to save this view for future, further purpose, you can save this one. You can see, you can select save viewpoint, click it, and you can save this one. Let's say like this is my view 1. And for this particular view, if you want to provide any comments, you can right click here. Okay, you can add comment, any comment, particular comments if you want to provide. Let's say comment 1. What comment it is, you can provide the description. For the other people it will be useful. So whether that is a new one, or the comment is active one, or the comment is approved or resolved, any comment status if you want to assign, you can do that. Okay, or if you want to edit the name, you can right click here. Okay, you can go to the rename, the comment rename you can do. And after that you are going to another view. Okay, and you might be going somewhere inside. Okay, you might be going somewhere inside, and you are going like above the false ceiling. You are having a lot of services there. Okay, inside the false ceiling. And for example, if you need this view for the future reference, you can save this one. That is my view 2. Okay, any comments if you want to assign? Okay, right click, add comment, check for duct versus sprinkler pipe clashes. Okay, that is active. You can assign that. And after that, you might be going outside. Okay. Now, if you want to go to the same view, you can click here. Or the previous one, you can click here. That's why instead of going continuously for different views, you can save the views, and that will be very useful for your future things. That's the use of this one. And what all views that you have saved here, no, you can find from here as well. View 1, and that is your view 2. Yeah, that you can find from there as well. Or the current view, if you want to edit, you can right click here and you can edit it. Means the location of the camera, if you want to change X, Y, Z direction, you can change accordingly. That you can change. The view you can adjust. Or you can click here, from here also you can edit it. X direction, Y direction, Z direction, if you want to change, you can do accordingly. The view will get adjusted. That's use of save viewpoint, very useful tool. Okay. And the next one, the projection. How the person is witnessing this one. This is called the perspective projection, and orthographic projection is also there, but that is not that much useful. No? Normally, we will be familiar with the perspective projection. So I am selecting the same. Okay. And field of view. This one, no? Your field of view, if you want to adjust, you can move this one accordingly. You can make your building like slightly bigger or smaller, or you can adjust like this. This is called the field of view. Align camera. Now you're witnessing through a camera only, actually by your eye. So align camera, for example, you can align your camera in X direction. So your building will be getting like straight on X direction. Or the camera, if you want to assign Y direction. Okay. Or Z direction. Accordingly, the camera you can adjust X, Y, Z. I need that in X side. Or when you are zooming it, it will know. No problem. Okay. And steering wheels, as you know, like you can place it. Steering wheels, we are having zoom option. Zoom option. Rewind option means like previous activities. You can go to rewind by clicking and dragging this one. Orbit tool, if you want to select, you can select from there. You don't want, you can click it. Now you know the pan option. It was there already under our navigation tab. Zoom option, orbit option, look around option, walk option. Okay, in the realism, third person you can select. If you don't want the third person, you can uncheck. Okay, navigate. So these are the tools that we are having under the navigation bar. And lighting options that we are having for rendering purpose. No, this one. This is normally we'll be having headlight. Or if you are having the full lights to be on, then the interface will be changing accordingly. But the graphic performance may slightly vary. And the scene lights. Okay, or headlight. If you don't want any light, you can provide no light as well. Keep it there, default headlights. And modes, if you need, like this is full render mode only. But some like tools might not be active in full render mode. In that scenario, you can go to the shaded mode. Shaded mode. Performance will be slightly improved. And this is wireframe mode. And this is your hidden line. These options we are having under now Revit as well, but the interface means like the view might be different, right? Anyhow, we are okay with the full render option. I'm just selecting full render. Sectioning, you can create sections there. Okay, that is very useful. I'm just enable sectioning under the viewpoint option. Sectioning. Okay. Sections, you can create section box or by section planes also you can do. First, we can try section box. You can go to the mod, under the mod section. Here we are having section box option. Select it. Now you'll get a section box. Now you can see this is X, Y, Z option, or this is your Z option, X and Y accordingly. Now this section, if you want to save, okay, you can see there is an option called the save viewpoint. Okay, so that is my view 3. You can save this one. After any time, if you want to come there, no, you can click this one, this section. This is section box only. Okay, go to sectioning tool. Because section tool was active only, that's why I'm going to the sectioning tool. The enable section has unchecked, you can't find that one. Okay, again, I'm going to the viewpoint option, enable sectioning. Now you can see you got sectioning tools. But instead of box, I need plane. Okay. Now We are having 6 planes. As you know, it's a 3D plane, no? Cube. It's having like a 6 side, front, back, left, right, top, bottom, 6 side. So you can place your section arrows in all the 6 directions. For example, plane 1, I am selecting. This is my plane 1. Okay, plane 1, on what direction you have to align? Top, bottom, front, back, left, right. I need to align that on the top. So this will be having the movement of only top side. It will not work on other direction. It may move, but it won't act. Correct. This is top view. But another plane I need in the right side, another I need in the left side, or this front side or back side. Plane 1. Now I am selecting plane 2. Okay. Select plane 2. Plane 2 should be not in the bottom. I need that in the right side. So this is plane 2. So plane 1 was on the top side and plane 2 is on the right side. So you can move that side. This one. And if you need left side, for example, plane 3, I need that on the left side. Correct, left side. So like that, any planes, if you want to assign on the bottom, you can assign. So this one is plane 3, and I'm selecting plane 2. Accordingly, plane 2 also we can adjust. Okay. And now plane 1, if you want to assign, that is our plane 1. If you want to save this one, go to save point. That is my view 4. Okay. Now this is my view 3 and this is my view 4. And if you want to rotate this one, see, if the move option has unchecked, sometimes that plane will not come. So make sure that even if you are using the plane option, the move option has to be selected, then only you can find this navigation. Rotate option, instead of moving left X, Y, Z, if you want to rotate this one, that is also possible. You can select this one with respect to this side. If you want to rotate this plane, any plane you can select for rotate. Correct. You can use this one, rotate option. Instead of plane 1, you can select plane 3. When plane 3 also, you can rotate like this. Okay. Like that, section enable section tool is very useful one. Correct. Okay, enable sectioning I am unchecking. So these are the major tools that we are having under the viewpoint. Now we can go to the review tools. Markings. Now I'm just going to the top. Okay. Slightly we can keep like a 3D. Fine. Under review, we are having measure, markup, tags options. See, I'm just going to the measure option, select it. Point to point means point to point is a measure option. One point to another point, the distance the software will show. For example, I need to find the distance between these two cooling towers. Okay, from this point to the another point, the distance will be 1.35. Okay, if you want, after marking it, if you want to remove that, when you are clicking escape, it will not work. Here we are having an option called the clear option. After measuring, if you want to clear it, you can clear. So point to point means from one point to another point, that is called point to point. Okay. And the next one, point to multiple points. Okay. Multiple point means first point to the second point, 1.4 meter. Then first point to another point. Then first point to the next point. Correct. Means the first, with respect to the first point, multiple points distances you can calculate. It will not accumulate, rather the distance from the first point to various points you can find using this one. Okay. But if you, after marking, if you want to keep it on the drawing itself, here we are having an option called convert to markup. Now the markup color is this one. So after converting this, the line color will get this one. Correct. Now when you are clearing it, it won't work, because now it is a markup only in the drawing. Markup will be saved in separate view only. You can see once you have marked that one, that will come like a separate view. Within this view, any number of markups you can mark. For example, I'm just going to the point to point, this one to this one. Okay, convert to markup. You see. But if you want to erase this one, you can go to the erase option, and after that you can drag it within. So that will get erased. But still that view remains. Okay. So measure option. Now the next one, point line. It will accumulate first point to the second point, 1.4 meter. Then from there to the third point. So it will be adding this one plus this one plus this one plus what all points when you are clicking, it will be adding like this. Okay. That is called a point line. Okay. Now accumulate. Point line should be continuous. Accumulate means from here to here 1.9, here to here 4.6, here to here means it will add this plus this plus this plus even if it is not continuous. Correct. Different segments we might be having when we are taking the quantity of 40 mm pipe, 50 mm pipe. This will be easy, right? Because the software will be accumulating. Once all the quantity has marked on the drawing, then you can convert into markup. Then you can provide a note there. Now, this is a quantity of this item X. Sometimes your client might be asking the quantity of 40 mm chilled water pipe or 50 mm chilled water pipe in ground floor, second floor. You can mark like this and you can submit that image. Okay. If you don't want, you can, once it became markup, clear will not work. You can go to the erase option and you can erase this one. That is called accumulate. Angle. So what is angle between 3 points? First point, second point, third point, it will get. Angle between 3 points. For example, first point, then second point, third point, this angle. First point, second point, third point. Correct. This one is angle. So any 3 points you can check accordingly. First point. Not only any view you can check it. Okay. Not only in X or Y or what. Any views we can do that. This is called the angle option. Area, by clicking the points, no. Area should be not this one. Area should be a closed one. So this one. Again this one. Again this one. Again this one. Okay. This area. Measure, by clicking the points, it will be identifying the area. So taking civil quantities and all that will be easy for wall area, floor area calculations, that will be easy. Okay. Within this dotted points, vertices, no, the area the software will be calculating and convert to market. While we are marking the as built and all, that will be very easy for final stage, no, LOD 500. Okay. Erase this one. And single point tool. Single point tool will show the coordinate when you are selecting. For example, with respect to the coordinate of this project, when you are clicking a point, it will identify the X, Y, Z. Any point when you are selecting, okay, it will be identifying the object, particular object X, Y, Z with respect to the coordinates. Okay, by the help of measure panel, for example, you are measuring something. What, point to point, all the tools that we have discussed here, no, point to point. So when you are selecting this one, this is your starting point. With respect to the clicking point, it will show the X, Y, Z. Correct. X, Y, Z. Like that also you can find it. Then you can see the next one. Start point, end point. Okay. Like that. Or if you want to find this one, start point, like that, what all with respect to the start point and end point, X, Y, Z coordinates you can find. Okay. But anyhow, you can't edit it. This is just for the reference only. Why we are using with respect to a particular point if you want to move something? Because like if you want to transform something, no, object transformation is possible. If you want to move something, it is possible. But anyhow, that movement and all, it will not be reflecting into the Revit. Yeah, it may reflect in the Revit, but the change has to be by the help of switchback. Switchback, I have explained, no, before. So that's why if any object has to be moved from a specific location to avoid some clashes or some other condition, then by the help of this one, you can do a markup And after that, you can switch back something, and that options we will be getting in the it will be reflecting in the Revit as well. Accordingly, the change has to be done in the Revit itself. That's why with respect to a particular point, if you want to move something or if you want to mark something, then by the help of measure panel, you can find the coordinates X, Y, Z and all. That's why we are using this one, measure panel. But manual editing is not possible for here. Okay. Clear this. Markup. Yeah, markup. If you want to mark something, some text, if you want to provide, yeah, you can select it. And you can provide something like, let's say, okay, the text you can find from here within this view. View 2, view 3. Each view you can apply that one. If you don't want, you can go to the erase option, then you can erase it. Any text if you want to provide, you can. If you want to cloud something, correct. By clicking it, you can cloud something. After clouding it, if you want to provide some text, you can provide it. When you are clouding it, we are having cloud option, ellipse option, correct. Or freehand. Freehand means you can draw anything. That is called a freehand. Like that, few markup options, line option, line string option, continuous arrow option. Like that, different markup tools we are having. And along with the markup tool, you can use a text or you can provide a tag. Text means you have to type something there. Correct. And tag means, see, it will come like this, numbers, and you can type something and after that you can store it. That is called a tagging. Anyhow, if you don't want anything, you can erase this one. Tagging, if you want to tag something for this cooling tower. Okay, see, markup, I am measuring like point tool from here to here. And after that, when I am converting to markup, you can see there is this color, no? That color will come. But you can change this one. If you want to change that to some other color, then again, you can go to the measure option from here to here. Convert to markup. Now the color will remain this one. Different color also you can use there. Okay. This one, cloud option, fine. Tagging. Tagging, if you want to tag this one, for example, add a tag. I'm providing a tag there for this near to the cooling tower. Okay. And check clash for cooling tower. Or check wall or hookup connections. Cooling towers. What's the status? It's an active chat status. Click OK. You can find from this view. That is within this view only. Okay. And every view, if you want to assign, for example, I'm going to the view number 3. I'm providing like another tag. You can select tag here. This tank only. Okay. Mark like volume of overhead tank. Okay. That is my active tag. Click OK. Like that, you can provide different tags. Okay. And when you are clicking here now, sorry, if you want to witness your tag, okay, you can find from here now, this one. Go to tag option. For example, this is my tag number 2 and this is my tag number 1. Like that, you can go there. Okay. So that's why this is a use of tag. Like that, any tagging you can do. But tag you can either witness here, but the typings, if you want to mark, you can select this one, tag. And after that, here we are having like a view command option. Or you can search there if you're having more tags by searching. That is also possible. You can go to view commands. Means I'm selecting view this one, tag 1, go to view commands. You can see. Check hookup for cooling tower. If you want to edit it, you can. It is possible. Okay, edit command. From here you can change it. But from here you can't change. If you want to edit the tag, you have to come here, right click, edit command. You can change from here. Okay. The same way, tag number view, this view, if you want to find a mark volume of overhead tank, this one. Okay. Fine. So like that, the tag you can witness from here as well. Okay. So now transformation. For example, let's say if you want, when you are selecting item tools, when you are selecting this cooling tower, we'll be getting item tool. When you are selecting item tool, if you want to switch back, when you are clicking switch back, I have explained already this one, it will be reflecting in the Revit file. Hide option, zoom option. Okay, like a hall require different options we are having. If you want to move it, possible. You can move it. You can change the appearance. For example, color and all, if you want to change, it is possible. If you want to change, if you want to move it, the transformation of this model, even that is also possible. For example, if you want to move it, okay, select the item, go to the item tools. Item tools normally will come once you have selected an item. Go to the item, move option, click the move option, and after that, with respect to the X or Y or Z, you can move it. And after that, now you can click switch back. Now you can click switch back. This will be reflecting in Revit. Or if you want to rotate, you can rotate this one. Okay. If you want to zoom it, select it. Okay. Means if you want to scale it by clicking, you can scale to the Z side, X side, Y side. By typing, you can go to the transform option, scaling. X direction, I need to increase that into 1.5. Y direction, I need to increase that into 1.5. Z side, that should be 1.5. Accordingly, you can make it bigger. By typing also it is possible. In the measuring panel, by typing it will not change, but in item tools, transformation, it is possible. That is scale. If you want to go back to the previous state, you can right click this one. Okay. Reset item, reset transform. You can click this one. Or after selecting the item, go to the item tools. Here you can see reset transform. Anything you did in the shape, if you want to go back, go to the reset transform. Okay. The same way, if you want to change your color, select this one. Go to the item tools. Color, you can select a transparency. If you want to make it slightly faded, you can apply some transparency. So the comparing to this one, this will be faded soon. Or the entire architecture model, if you want to do, correct, you can go to the item tools. Okay, I'm just applying transparency for architecture model. So the entire architecture model, I can fade a little bit, right? So that will, this option is not applicable only, not for the like individual equipments and all, it will be applicable for the link that you have attached as well. Okay, anyhow, I'm going to the item tools, transparency, I need very less. Okay, keep it there. Tools, I don't want it. Okay. Same way, select your cooling tower, go to item tools, transparency 0 only now. The color, if you want to change, you can select this one. Okay, item tools, the color. Now the color is this one if you want to change to this one. But it is not visible. Now after changing the color, select this one. Okay, select it. I am changing different color, but it is not changing. The reason is you can go to the view option, viewpoint option. The mode I am changing into shaded. Now you can see. This is what I told. Sometimes when you are keeping this full render option, because that will be linked file only, no? So that will be having the property of the attached one. So that's why when you are changing the color in the Navisworks, if it is not visible, now you can come to the shaded option. It will come. So if it is on the shaded, you can select this one. Now you can go to the item tools. Any color when you are assigning, that will come. Okay. If you don't want, reset appearance, select the item, right click. Okay, reset item, reset appearance. Okay, or you can select this one, go to the item tools. Here we are having that option, reset appearance. Okay, so these are the important tools that we are having to work within. Still, there is a lot of other things are there, but just I have explained the basic things and like what basics tools that we are using. And now we have to go to the like clash detection, quantification, animation, timelining, everything. Okay, that I will explain.